You're driving across the longest bridge in the Philippines, late at night. Windows slightly fogged from the sea air. The sound of waves somewhere beneath you disappearing into darkness. On your left, nothing but black water stretching endlessly. On your right, more darkness. And ahead of you, the bridge just keeps going. Long, silent, almost floating above the ocean. Then suddenly, your headlights catch something standing near the railing. A woman, wearing white, completely still. At first, you think maybe she's stranded, lost. But as your car gets closer, something feels wrong. She isn't waving for help. She isn't moving at all. Just staring toward the water. Then, slowly, she turns her head toward your car and smiles. So you panic, press the gas, keep driving. But a few seconds later, you glance at the rearview mirror, and she's sitting in the back seat. Tonight, we are going to talk about the San Juanico Bridge. Welcome to the podcast you can't unhear. There's something unsettling about very long bridges at night, especially bridges surrounded by open water, because halfway across, you stop feeling connected to land completely. No easy escape. No buildings nearby. Just steel, wind, and dark water underneath you. Bridges connect places, but they also separate them, especially old bridges carrying stories people are afraid to forget. The San Juanico Bridge stretches across the San Juanico Strait in the Philippines, connecting the islands of Samar and Leyte. Over 2 kilometers long. When it was completed, it became the longest bridge in the country. Even today, it still looks beautiful, especially from above. Elegant curves over deep blue water. The kind of structure that feels almost unreal at sunset. But beneath all that beauty, there's a legend that refuses to die. A story involving disappearances, human sacrifice, and ghosts still wandering the bridge at night. Construction began in 1969, during the presidency of Ferdinand Marcos. Officially, the bridge was presented as a symbol of unity. A massive infrastructure project connecting major islands together. People even nicknamed it the Bridge of Love, because according to popular stories, it was supposedly built as a gift for Imelda Marcos. There's something eerie about beautiful things built during violent political eras, because history always leaves fingerprints somewhere underneath. The bridge itself survived almost everything thrown at it. Typhoons, earthquakes, even the devastation of Typhoon Haiyan in 2013. Which is why rumours around the bridge only grew stronger over time. Some people praised the engineering. Others whispered something darker, that the bridge stayed standing because it had been fed. According to local stories, during the years of construction, people started disappearing near the bridge site. Street children, beggars, young drifters. People society barely noticed disappearing. And honestly, that detail alone already feels heartbreaking. Because in so many horror stories, the victims are people nobody powerful would search for seriously. The disappearances reportedly stopped almost immediately after construction ended, which is where the rumours truly began. Whispers spread through villages that workers had kidnapped people for ritual sacrifice. Some versions say their throats were slit. their blood mixed directly into the concrete foundation. Others say the bodies themselves were buried beneath the structure, hidden forever inside the bridge. The horrifying part is that this belief didn't come from nowhere, because across parts of Asia, stories about construction sacrifice have existed for centuries. In Japan, there's an old belief called hitobashira, human pillars. People supposedly buried alive beneath castles, bridges, and dams. The belief was that human souls would strengthen structures, protect them from floods, earthquakes, collapse. Even in the Philippines, there are old traditions involving blood offerings during construction, usually animal blood. A ritual called padugo. The idea was to satisfy spirits living on the land before building over it. That's what makes the San Juanico legend feel so disturbing psychologically, because it takes old folklore and places it directly beside modern political violence. Then there's the darkest version of the story, the one involving Imelda Marcos herself. According to the legend, a woman overseeing the bridge's construction consulted spiritual advisors and shamans. One supposedly warned her, "The bridge will never stand without blood." And from there, the rumors become horrifying. Stories spread claiming street children were abducted because nobody important would search for them, that their blood was mixed into the concrete, that their bodies remained trapped beneath the bridge forever. There's no evidence proving this happened. But honestly, the reason the legend survived so strongly is because of the historical atmosphere surrounding martial law itself. People already believed terrible things were happening during that era. Disappearances, executions, torture, fear. So the bridge became symbolic of all of it, a monument standing over buried suffering. Then the legends became stranger. According to folklore, the sacrifices angered the Diwata, a powerful nature spirit believed to protect the waters surrounding the bridge. Instead of blessing the construction, the spirit supposedly cursed Imelda Marcos herself. People whispered she developed fish scales on her legs, that her body smelled rotten and fish-like. That's why she supposedly always wore long dresses hiding her lower body. Whether people truly believe that or not almost doesn't matter, because folklore often becomes a way for powerless people to express anger toward powerful figures, especially during dictatorships. The curse becomes symbolic justice. Then there's another horrifying layer to the story. During martial law in the Philippines, there was a torture method nicknamed the San Juanico Bridge. Victims were forced to lie suspended between two beds, head on one side, feet on the other, their body hanging painfully in the middle like a bridge. Then they were beaten repeatedly. Some suffered broken spines, internal bleeding, permanent paralysis. That part disturbed me more than the ghosts, because suddenly the bridge stops being just an urban legend. It becomes tied directly to real human suffering, real fear, real political violence. Maybe that's why so many ghost stories surround the bridge now. Because places connected to tragedy tend to collect stories naturally, especially at night. Drivers crossing the bridge late at night have reported seeing ghostly soldiers walking along the roadside, some covered in blood, some missing heads, marching silently beneath dim streetlights before disappearing into darkness. Others describe overwhelming dread halfway across the bridge, like something unseen is watching from the water below. And then there's the woman in white, probably the most famous ghost story connected to San Juanico Bridge. Drivers say she appears late at night asking for a ride. Always calm. Always polite. Some claim she enters the back seat silently. Then, when they finally reach the other side of the bridge, she's gone, leaving behind only cold air and faint laughter echoing inside the car. In 1997, the San Juanico legend became part of the Filipino horror anthology film Shake, Rattle and Roll. The story focused on a sacrificed child haunting the bridge, luring other children into death so he wouldn't remain lonely in the afterlife. That sadness feels important somehow, because underneath most horror legends, there's usually grief, loneliness, something unfinished. Whether the sacrifice stories are true or not, the fear surrounding San Juanico Bridge never fully disappeared. Even today, many travelers avoid crossing it alone at night. Not because they're certain ghosts exist, but because places carrying enough tragedy eventually start feeling heavy, like memory itself soaked into the concrete. Maybe that's what really haunts people. Not monsters, not curses, but the possibility that beautiful things are sometimes built on invisible suffering. So if you ever find yourself crossing San Juanico Bridge after midnight, and somebody in white asks for a ride, maybe keep driving. And whatever you do, don't check the back seat too quickly. Sleep tight tonight, guys. See you on the next episode of the podcast You Can't Unhear.